General Hospital spoilers reveal that we've got 5 romantic paths for Jason Morgan, so these women could offer a chance at true love. Let's talk about some love interest options for Jason and try to nail down a path to happiness for him. Jason has been bonding with Sasha Gilmore Corbin as a friend and fake baby daddy, but many fans see the potential for more. Could Sasha and Jason's growing closeness lead to a real romance between them? Although plenty of viewers balked at the idea of a Jason and Sasha pairing early on, it seems like some GH watchers are starting to come around. Could you see Jason finding true romantic bliss with Sasha as the storyline moves along? For a while, it seemed like the show was ready to go all in on a Jason and Anna Devane pairing, but they backed off the duo after their kiss in Africa. Nevertheless, Jason still has an intriguing friendship with Anna, and they've admitted they understand each other in a way that nobody else does. The writers set up the possibility of some sizzling when Jason and Anna agreed to secretly meet in his room above Bobby's if they ever needed to talk. Is that an indicator that the show isn't quite done with Anna and Jason's potential romance? Could some passion still be on the horizon? Jason and Carly Spencer are longtime BFFs, but the show let them fall for each other when Sonny Corinthos was presumed deceased and living in Nixon Falls. Carly and Jason even went through a wedding ceremony, which became partly about showing a united front for mob purposes, and partly about the real feelings that had developed. Some fans are still rooting for Jason and Carly's romance to come back around, so that's always going to be an option on the table. Carly and Jason have agreed they like the way things are in their relationship, but maybe that could change somewhere down the line. In a perfect world, many of us would like to see Jason paired up with a back-from-the-grave Sam McCall. Even the worst fatal outcomes can be undone on a soap, so that's worth keeping in mind. If GH ever strikes a deal for Kelly Monaco's return, or even recasts the role, a Jason and Sam reunion might be an option. Sam was the love of Jason's life, so no other romantic possibility may ever truly compete. Of course, there's always a chance that the show will eventually cast a brand new love interest for Jason. We can think of one easy writing strategy that would work here if Jason had a girlfriend during his time undercover as Alan Jacobs. That girlfriend could finally track Jason down in his real life and perhaps admit she can't live without him. Jason could reconnect with his former flame and find himself defending her to naysayers like Carly, since we all know she'd disapprove. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. Following the May 16th episode of General Hospital, social media exploded with a single brash assertion. Cody is the father of Gio, not Dant. That notion spread like wildfire, fueling widespread speculation and an onslaught of fiery debates online. Fans cited Cody's expression when Lulu cornered him with the truth. Some say he appeared shell-shocked. Others claim he appeared guilty. One viewer summarized the speculation of a dozen fans by claiming that Cody is the father of Gio and wrote, "Some of his fans noted Cody's response as a tell. According to them, it was not shock, it was realization." Several viewers now believe Brooklyn might have been with both Cody and Dante at the same time, and either does not know or has never come clean about the whole thing. On the other hand, not everyone is so sure. Some fans reasoned that Cody just appeared to be surprised because he believed Brooklyn had terminated the pregnancy years earlier. They noted that he had never been interested or suspicious of being a dad until now. Those viewers maintained that if Cody really was suspicious, he would have addressed it earlier. A lot of people think that the writers are merely throwing red herrings just to stir the pot. Some went as far as stating that Gio physically resembles Cody more than Dante. Whether that's true or not, it's a theory that has been gaining momentum in recent times, with Cody and Gio having increasing screen time together. In the latest episodes of General Hospital, Lulu is making progress with her investigation into Gio's past. She brought Cody into the conversation, revealing that she suspects Gio to be the baby Brooklyn gave up years back. Cody, surprised by the revelation, admitted that he always believed Brooklyn had an abortion. Meanwhile, Brooklyn is plagued by flashbacks and guilt. Brooklyn was seen becoming tearful on her son's birthday, the same day Lois is quietly wishing Gio a happy birthday at the same time. It would appear Lois has more to say than she is saying, as does Cody, who now gets confused about where he stands in the story. There are also rifts between Gio and Dante. Dante scolded Gio for participating in Rocco's beach party. Gio, being shunned, is still emotionally detached from him. Sonny, however, has stepped in to be supportive of Gio, giving him credit for his efforts even if other individuals do not. With Lulu's determination, Cody's conscience, or a genetic test, it's more and more likely that this story is setting the stage for a show-stopping revelation, and soon. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Nina Reeves may have a surprise passion partner in her future. Nina may turn to an unexpected man after her life blows up, so let's consider what's in store. GH fans know Nina's relationship with Willow Corinthos is on fragile ground. Willow has finally come to trust and care about Nina, but her mom's deceiving her about some important issues. For starters, Willow still doesn't realize Nina and Drew Kane were hooking up around the time Drew was falling for Willow. That buried secret is sure to be exposed at some point. Plus, Nina came up with the idea to drug Drew and set his wild night with Jacinda in motion. Since Drew's scandal will be used against him in the upcoming custody case, Nina's actions could put Willow in danger of losing her kids. Sooner or later, Willow will get updates on some shocking revelations and turn against Nina over everything she's done. Nina and Willow's mother-daughter bond will crumble, not to mention Nina could be at risk of doing prison time over the drugging plot. Even if Nina manages to keep her freedom, she's going to be down in the dumps and in need of some comfort. This might be a good time to move Nina into a new direction romantically and set up more drama in the process. When Rick Lansing first returned to Port Charles, it looked like the show might do a Nina, Rick, and Ava Jerome love triangle. Online TV streaming services that didn't pan out, but it's not too late to revisit the idea. Nina and Rick were married years ago, but she later learned he was scheming to get his hands on her fortune, and that he had an affair with her mother, Madeline Reeves. Even so, that was a long time ago, so there's no need for Nina to hold a grudge, especially when Rick could be the perfect surprise passion partner. Rick is romantically involved with Ava right now, but their relationship could take a hit once their blackmail alliance inevitably falls apart. Once Ava and Rick are on the outs, the stars might align for Rick and Nina to fall into bed together next. That could reignite Nina's feud with Ava and make some serious waves. Nina has a habit of self-sabotaging, so she might make things worse for herself by developing feelings for Rick once her life gets totally derailed. On Friday, May 16, 2025, General Hospital picked up steam as Curtis accused Drew of blackmailing. Lulu told Cody she believes Gio is Dante and Brooklyn's son, citing a clear timeline from her research. Willow opened up to Isaiah about the pressure of her divorce and custody case, while Carly and Sonny clashed over her plan to use Drew's scandals in court. Brooklyn admitted it was her son's birthday and got a promise from Tracy that Lulu's adoption article would be buried. Meanwhile, Isaiah overheard Portia admitting she'd been lying to Curtis, and Tracy rejected Drew's demand to reclaim the Quartermain name. When the new episode airs on Monday, May 19, Curtis will follow through and confront Drew face-to-face, demanding answers about the pressure he's putting on Portia. Nina will reach her breaking point and explode, likely at Carly, based on how things ended. Sasha will get called to testify, throwing her deeper into Michael and Willow's legal mess. Meanwhile, Lulu and Cody will receive new information as things get more intense. Carly will confide in Jocelyn about a secret that could shift everything going on in the custody fight. Monday's episode will begin with Curtis putting Drew on the spot. After calling him into his office, Curtis will demand answers about the pressure Portia is under. He will accuse Drew of blackmail, citing her strange behavior and support of Drew's political plans. Drew won't back down, but Curtis will make it clear that he's not letting this go. This confrontation will open the door to a deeper conflict that could pull Portia, Aurora Media, and Curtis's mayoral campaign into public trouble. In General Hospital, Nina will reach her limit. After hearing from Curtis that Drew is manipulating the people around him, she will head straight to Carly's door. Carly won't want to hear it, but Nina will force the conversation. Nina is expected to warn Carly that if she doesn't act fast, Drew's actions could cost them everything, including the custody case for Wiley and Amelia. The face-off will get loud, and Nina will slap Carly, escalating things. Elsewhere, Sasha will receive a legal summons from Rick Lansing. He will call her to testify in Michael and Willow's custody trial. Sasha will panic as she realizes that Rick may know about her pregnancy and her past with Michael. The secret could come out in court, putting her and Willow in a tough position. Sasha will have to decide whether to lie under oath or admit what happened. Meanwhile, Lulu and Cody will follow a new lead in their search to confirm Gio's real identity. They will find new intel that could narrow down the date and location of Brooklyn's delivery. Lulu will push for confirmation about where Gio's adoptive mother, Camilla, was on the day Brooklyn gave birth. Cody will urge caution, but Lulu will insist that this is her chance to uncover the truth before someone else does. In General Hospital, Carly will also share something with Jocelyn that hasn't yet come out. It may involve Brooklyn's adoption secret, the court case, or even something related to Jack. Joss will be caught off guard, but will listen carefully. Whatever Carly reveals is expected to tie directly into the larger custody and divorce storyline, giving her daughter new insight into the situation. Finally, Willow and Sunny will meet again at the nurses' ball rehearsal space. They'll discuss the custody case and consider working out a plan that excludes Drew and Carly. Willow may not be ready to compromise, but Sunny will push for a private agreement to protect the kids from a public fight. Lulu was desperate to find her daughter on General Hospital. Now that Charlotte is home, where is she? When Lulu miraculously came out of her coma, her daughter Charlotte was on the run with Valentin. Lulu made it her mission to find her and bring her home. Fresh out of a coma and a liver transplant, the mom was running around Port Charles, arguing with everyone, and even flying to Europe. There was nothing she wouldn't do to find her daughter. In the process, she constantly fought with a grieving Dante and even ignored her son Rocco. Finally, Charlotte is home, but sadly for her, Valentin is in prison. The poor girl must be going through a lot. She loves her papa dearly and probably misses him terribly. But where is she? Lulu moved into a new house so that Charlotte and Rocco can have a home, but her daughter hasn't been on screen once. Rocco is now front and center. He almost died from alcohol poisoning, but his sister never visited him in the hospital or welcomed him home. It seems like she disappeared. Charlotte is not the only child in Port Charles who has disappeared. Scout hasn't been seen in quite a while. Her mom died, and she is stuck with Drew as a dad. He is too busy with Willow and just being the jerk to be bothered with his daughter. Grandma Alexis moved Scout in with her for now, but she wasn't seen. The Quartermain mansion is big, so did Leo get lost in it? He hasn't even snuck into the kitchen for some of Sasha's cookies recently. Adults are missing too. Is anyone worried about TJ? He isn't even working at the hospital anymore. Was he so distraught over his breakup with Molly that he ran away? Disaster is waiting to sneak into many lives on General Hospital's upcoming episodes, as disclosures of some secrets upend relationships in the town. On one hand, Carly's hasty decision is waiting to bite her back, while on the other, Drew's high flight is waiting to lead to a fall. Meanwhile, the eagerly awaited annual nurses' ball will turn sour for many. The past few weeks on General Hospital saw a volatile atmosphere surrounding the Port Charles residents as enemies sharpened their weapons for attack. Lulu Spencer was pushed back by Chase, Dante, Tracy, and Carly against going after Brooke Lynn. However, she continued sleuthing about BLQ's baby, particularly after witnessing Loy's reaction to Dante and Gio's clash. Meanwhile, Brooke Lynn was seen missing her long-estranged son on his birthday. On the other hand, Gio reached out to Sunny and Brooke Lynn about Dante's attitude towards him. Elsewhere, Michael's custody case dates were declared, and Willow was served the papers. While Drew appointed Rick as Willow's attorney, Carly decided to represent Michael on his behalf. More battles threatened to disturb peaceful lives on General Hospital, one of the long-running daily soaps airing on ABC since April 1963. The long-awaited annual event, the Nurses' Ball, is ready to premiere on May 20, 2025. The soap spoilers suggest that some long-held skeletons will drop out of the closet during the event. While the show will dazzle and entertain, Lulu Spencer's breakthrough sleuthing may finally show results. As such, Gio's parentage is likely to be revealed in the upcoming episodes. Brooke Lynn, who is unaware of her son's identity, will be shocked to find him so close. She will be upset with her mother for keeping this fact from her. While she will get emotional, Dante Falconeri will get a double blow. On one side, he would be learning that he had an elder son, while on the other, he would find that it was the same person he was trying to corner about Rocco's situation. On top of that, Dante will be upset that BLQ never told him about getting pregnant after their high school camp. The week may expose more secrets as Portia faces Curtis's queries. Whether she comes clean at the expense of a destroyed marriage remains to be seen. General Hospital fans know that Drew has too much to hide. On one hand, he is blackmailing Dr. Portia by holding her past indiscretion over her, while on the other, he has many things to hide from his lady love. If Willow knows, she may never forgive him. For one, he bribed Michael's clinic to stop Willow from meeting him using a lie. Secondly, he had a physical affair with her mother, even when he was pursuing her. Lastly, he plans to destroy Sunny and Michael in one fell swoop, and does not mind Mayor Laura being the collateral. Also, the vial that Willow found on him, which he explained away as vitamins, could be ketamine that he may be planning to plant. Drew likely plans to frame Tracy for his drugging, and may plant the ketamine vial on her property. However, with Curtis realizing that Drew is blackmailing his wife, the Aurora chief will be planning his return strategy. He may also team up with Nana or Laura to make a foolproof plan that is likely to derail Drew's career. Recently, Carly decided to represent her son, Michael, in his custody battle. She refused to let Michael be informed about her moves, rejecting Jason's advice that this was Michael's choice. In Friday's episode, dated May 16, 2025, Nina came to talk to her about the upcoming court battles. As they discuss, Nina will likely discover Carly's role in bringing the dates forward. She may also realize that Carly wants to take away Willow's children from their mother. As such, a furious Nina may lose her temper over Carly's stance on the matter and respond with a slap. After getting chastised, Carly Spencer may open up to her daughter, justifying her decisions. While Jocelyn will take her mother's side, Carly may remain unaware of Joss's secret employment with the WSB. However, on Thursday, May 22, 2025, Carly will meet Vaughn, as Joss worries about the consequences. Donna Corinthos, the youngest daughter of Sonny and Carly Corinthos, has been a character on General Hospital since her birth on September 30, 2019. She was introduced during an arc that paid tribute to the late Donna Messina, the show's head of hair and makeup. Donna's character was born with spina bifida. She underwent surgery shortly after birth. Over the years, several young actresses have brought Donna to life. Twins Ella and Emma Fulin debuted the role, followed by Ava Avendano, Aria, and Ayla Dormieni. Currently, Scarlett Spears has portrayed Donna since November 2022. Scarlett Spears, also known as Scarlett Brielle Spears, is an American television actress and model. Beyond her role on General Hospital, she has appeared in Pink's music video NGNDA as the Tantrum Child and portrayed young Jade in the ID channel's Evil Lives Here, Shadows of Death. Spears also has diverse experience in commercials and modeling. Off-screen, Spears shares a close bond with her co-stars on General Hospital. Maurice Benard shared a lighthearted Instagram video with Spears on July 16, 2024, where the two playfully modeled down a makeshift runway. In his caption, Bernard praised Spears as a triple threat and a star. Scarlett Spears has been portraying Donna Corinthos since November 2022, becoming the fourth young actress to take on the role. Donna was first introduced in 2019. Prior to Spears, the role was, as mentioned, Donna Corinthos, the daughter of Sonny and Carly Corinthos, was introduced on General Hospital in 2019. During Carly's pregnancy, prenatal tests revealed that Donna had spina bifida meningocele, a condition requiring immediate surgical intervention after birth. Donna was born early through a C-section and had a successful surgery soon after. Her story highlighted spina bifida and its effects. She was also named in honor of Donna Messina, a beloved hair and makeup artist on the show. According to Michael Fairman TV, dated September 30, 2019, the show paid a tribute to Messina through Sonny's following dialogue. Following the divorce of her parents, Carly was granted primary custody of Donna. Despite the separation, Donna maintained a close relationship with her half-sister, Avery Jerome Corinthos, and continued to spend time with both. In recent episodes, Donna has been depicted forming a bond with Gio, a young man who is unknowingly her nephew. Gio, the son of Brooklyn and Dante, is unaware of his parentage, and his growing relationship with Donna adds complexity to the family narrative. As Donna grows, her character continues to be integral to the evolving storylines of General Hospital. Detective Harrison Chase, portrayed by Josh Swickard, has been a central figure on ABC's General Hospital since his debut on February 21, 2018. Introduced as a by-the-book officer with a compassionate heart, Chase quickly became a fan favorite. As a member of the Port Charles Police Department, Chase has tackled numerous high-stakes cases. On the personal front, he is the half-brother of Dr. Hamilton. And in an interview with Soap Opera Digest on May 31, 2018, Swickard commented on joining General Hospital. Detective Harrison Chase, portrayed by Josh Swickard, has been a consistent presence on General Hospital since his 2018 debut. He was initially introduced as a principled officer and Dante Falconeri's new partner. Chase's early days in Port Charles were marked by his connection to Nell Benson, a past partner who entangled him in her criminal activities. Later, he collaborated with Michael Corinthos to expose Nell's crimes, even at great personal cost. His relationship with Willow Tate was a significant turning point in his personal life. In a selfless act to help Michael secure custody of his son, Chase and Sasha Gilmore faked an affair, leading to the end of his relationship with Willow. In an interview with Soap Opera Digest on September 30, family revelations added complexity to Chase's narrative. Discovering that Dr. Hamilton Finn, whom he believed to be his half-brother, might be his biological father, strained familial bonds. A paternity test initially confirmed this, but it was later revealed that Cyrus Renault had tampered with the results, reaffirming Gregory Chase as his father. This revelation allowed the family to mend and strengthen their relationships. Professionally, Chase faced challenges, including a suspension from the police force. During this period, his relationship with Brooke Lynn Quartermaine blossomed. Their bond deepened as they navigated personal and professional hurdles, culminating in their marriage in May 2024. Their honeymoon was overshadowed by the death of Chase's father, Gregory, who had officiated their wedding before succumbing to ALS. Born on July 4, 1992, in Quincy, Illinois, Josh Swickard began his career as a model, working with brands like Men's Health, Sports Illustrated, and Guess. He transitioned into acting with roles on Disney Channel shows such as Casey Undercover and Liv and Maddie, before landing on General Hospital. Beyond the soap opera, he has starred in films such as Roped and Netflix's A California Christmas, the latter alongside his wife, actress Lauren Swickard. The couple married in 2019 and have 2 children. In recent General Hospital developments, the fallout from Lucky's misguided loyalty has triggered a series of devastating consequences for those closest to him, especially Liz. What began as a moral divergence spiraled into a complete rupture of trust and stability, as Lucky's decision to shield Christina from accountability set a dangerous precedent that Liz could no longer tolerate. Lucky, once seen by Liz as a moral pillar, has lost his grip on right and wrong. His past sense of justice has been eroded, replaced by blind loyalty and warped judgment. In defending Christina, whose actions nearly cost Liz her life, he not only endangered Liz and their child, but also betrayed the core values that once defined him. Liz's decision to leave wasn't born out of lost love, but rather a deep realization that staying meant risking everything. Her survival instincts overrode sentiment. She could no longer support a man who chose self-destruction over integrity, nor expose her child to a world shaped by Lucky's dangerous compromises. Simultaneously, Ava Jerome launched a calculated retaliation campaign against Lucky for disrupting her extortion plan targeting Alexis. Her vengeance escalated from psychological manipulation to behind Ava's schemes. Rick emerged as the true mastermind, manipulating everyone like chess pieces in a grander scheme that reached far beyond petty extortion. Spinelli's covered investigation nearly uncovered the crucial evidence to expose Christina's crime, a tampered vehicle connected to the crash, but the car mysteriously vanished before authorities could act. The disappearance signaled the involvement of a more powerful force, possibly Alexis herself, suggesting that maternal instinct had overridden her legal ethics. As she took steps to protect Christina, Alexis blurred the lines she once vowed never to cross, even reactivating her darker connections from the Cassadine era. Ava's operations began to unravel under the pressure of leaks and internal betrayals. Meanwhile, Lucky, psychologically broken and emotionally isolated, realized with his career and relationships in ruins, Lucky made a quiet exit from Port Charles, seeking redemption and healing far from the chaos. For Liz, this chapter closed with resolve. Despite enduring trauma, betrayal, and disillusionment, she emerged stronger, choosing clarity over compromise. Refusing to be a victim of others' failures, she reclaimed her autonomy, protecting herself and her child from a world where justice had become selectively applied. In a pivotal episode of General Hospital, the heated custody trial between Carly Corinthos and Willow Tate erupted into chaos when Michael Corinthos made a dramatic and unexpected courtroom appearance. His arrival not only altered the trajectory of the case, but also unraveled a series of secrets with far-reaching implications for everyone involved. The court proceedings surrounding custody of White and Amelia were already intense, with Willow, supported by Drew Cain and attorney Rick Lansing, challenging Carly for primary custody. Lansing aggressively portrayed Michael as an absent father, emphasizing his prolonged disappearance and lack of involvement in parenting responsibilities. The argument initially gained traction, casting doubt on Michael's fitness as a guardian. However, tensions skyrocketed when Michael entered the courtroom in a wheelchair, visibly injured and wrapped in bandages. His physical state told a different story, one of survival and sacrifice. Having undergone extensive treatment for severe burns in Germany, Michael's unexpected return to testify in person dismantled Rick's narrative in real time. The courtroom's perception shifted instantly from negligence to perseverance. Once sworn in, Michael presented verifiable documentation of his injuries and detailed his absence as a necessary medical retreat, not abandonment. But the proceedings took a darker turn when he revealed compelling evidence of a secret affair between Willow and Drew occurring during their marriage. The courtroom reacted with disbelief as Michael produced emails, texts, and surveillance footage supporting his claim. The bombshell not only discredited Willow's petition, but also reframed her entire argument for custody. Michael maintained that while he supported Willow's relationship with the children, her deceit made her unfit as the primary guardian. His plea was for custody to be awarded jointly to himself and Carly. After a recess to deliberate, the judge ruled in favor of Michael and Carly, citing both medical records and the newly revealed affair. Willow's reaction was immediate and severe. She collapsed in open court, prompting a medical emergency. Paramedics transported her to General Hospital, where doctors attributed her condition to stress and dehydration. Carly and Michael, though emotionally exhausted, took a moment to reflect on the victory hard-won through suffering and persistence. As Port Charles buzzed with news of the trial, public sentiment shifted dramatically in Michael's favor. Parallel to the courtroom drama, another scandal emerged involving Drew Cain. A recent viral incident, featuring Drew in a compromising situation following a night of partying, was revealed to be the result of a calculated drugging. Investigations led Drew to Jacinda, a woman strategically placed in his life as part of a deliberate character assassination. Further digging implicated Dr. Portia Robinson, who was identified as a conspirator through information leaked by Brad Cooper. Though Portia's full motive remains unclear, her involvement adds a complex layer to the unfolding narrative. Behind the scenes, Nana Reeves emerged as the architect of the plot against Drew. Utilizing both Portia and Jacinda, Nina executed a plan designed to destroy Drew's credibility. Her motivations, possibly stemming from past betrayal or unresolved vendettas, suggest a deeply personal agenda. Her use of manipulation and misdirection to orchestrate Drew's public downfall represents one of the most calculated attacks in recent Port Charles history. The emotional repercussions of the scandal have placed immense strain on Drew and Willow's already fragile relationship. Despite staying close, their trust is fractured. Public scrutiny and private doubts now define their interactions, with rumors suggesting that Nina may have intentionally sought to sabotage their bond. Determined to expose those behind the betrayal, as the stakes rise, so does the tension, both personal and legal. With May sweeps on the horizon, fans can expect a dramatic escalation as Drew edges closer to the truth. What began as a straightforward custody dispute has become a sprawling drama of betrayal, resilience, and shifting loyalties. Michael's courtroom resurgence proved decisive. while Drew's personal crisis signals deeper conspiracies yet to be unraveled. As Port Charles reels from recent revelations, viewers brace for the fallout in what promises to be a game-changing chapter in General Hospital history. In a high-stakes turn of events on General Hospital, Drew Kane's calculated revenge plan against Nina Reeves spiraled following the exposure of a ketamine scandal that left Drew's reputation in tatters. He began investigating the source of his drugging. As forensic reports confirmed the presence of ketamine in his system, and Portia Robinson confessed to involvement under duress, Drew uncovered a trail that led to Nina. Her past betrayals, including a damaging SEC testimony, fueled his conviction that she was the mastermind. Determined to make Nina pay, Drew devised a retaliatory scheme to mirror his own experience by drugging her with ketamine at the nurse ball. Under the guise of vitamin supplements, Drew secured the anesthetic and enlisted a Metro Court waiter, Jamal Lewis, to slip the substance into Nina's drink during her toast. Unbeknownst to Drew, the plan took a disastrous detour. In a twist of fate, Willow, thirsty and unaware, mistook Nina's glass for her own and ingested the drugged water. The effects were immediate and devastating. She collapsed during the gala, prompting mass panic and an emergency medical response. As paramedics rushed Willow to Street Veronica's hospital, Drew was consumed with guilt. He confessed to the attending physician that the drug was intended for someone else. Meanwhile, Portia confronted Drew, furious that he had involved Willow in such a reckless plot, and handed her a bottle containing ketamine disguised as vitamins. Medical staff confirmed that Willow was suffering from acute ketamine intoxication. Though stabilized, she remained in critical care for neurological monitoring. The incident rapidly circulated across social media, with speculation spreading about the cause. Some blamed Nina, while others feared an unknown saboteur. Realizing the gravity of his actions, Drew tried to contain the fallout. He met privately with Jamal in the hospital's garage, attempting to piece together how his carefully scripted plan had gone so wrong. Jamal admitted he thought the target was Nina, but never anticipated Willow would be affected. Now, Drew must face the consequences of a plan rooted in vengeance. With Willow's life disrupted and his credibility in jeopardy, the question remains, can he make amends, or has this act permanently shattered the trust of those he sought to protect? General Hospital sees several leading ladies whose lives are teetering on the edge of disaster and ready to explode at any moment. We're talking about Lois Cirillo, we're talking about Molly Lansing Davis, and 5 others. There's blackmail, there's baby secrets, there's filthy lies, and they are all about to come out and wreck lives all across Port Charles. We're going to talk about how some of the major storylines are about to just upend the lives of 7 of the female characters on the show in spectacular ways. Number 1. The first lady whose life is about to explode spectacularly is Christina Corinthos Davis. Eventually, we all knew it was going to come out that Christina tampered with Rick Lansing's brakes, thinking it was Ava Jerome's car, and we all know she's responsible for the accident that almost killed Rick and Elizabeth Weber. I do expect it's going to be sooner rather than later now that even more people are being brought into the mix, because as of recent episodes, Lucky Spencer now knows that Ava and Rick are blackmailing Alexis Davis. And I expect he may tell Christina because, of course, he knows about the brake lines. And then Christina may feel like she has no choice but to confess to save Alexis. But even if Christina turns herself in and commits herself to the mental hospital while Diane Miller works on her defense, that's still not going to help Christina's relationship with Molly. Christina and Molly finally patch things up after the whole surrogacy nightmare and after the baby's death. But once Molly finds out Christina nearly killed her dad, Rick, because she's so unhinged, Molly may never forgive her. So pretty soon, Christina may lose her sister. Her crimes might become public knowledge, and she'll either be facing prison time or a lengthy stint in Shady Brook. And Christina leads us to the next character whose life is about to blow up, and that is Ava. So she's the second one. Alexis is working really hard to shut down Ava's blackmail. And even though Alexis hit a speed bump recently, it looks like it's going to happen soon thanks to Damian Spinelli and his top-notch cyber hacking skills. Ava knows that Alexis is on to her, and she moved Rick's car before Alexis could destroy it. And she even left a note taunting the lady lawyer. But pretty soon, Ava is going to be flat broke again. The blackmail is going to end. The money train is going to end as well. And then she's going to be at risk of losing her art gallery and back in those dire financial straits she was in before. Now that Lucky is involved, I expect he is going to do all he can to shut down Ava. And you never know if Alexis can find a way to send Ava to prison without implicating herself. Of course she will, but I don't see that happening. Even so, Ava's going to lose the money she needs, lose all her new stuff that she's buying, and may lose things she had before that were already at risk. Plus, once Sonny Corinthos finds out Ava blackmailed Alexis, he might go back on their custody agreement and start the fight for sole custody of Avery Jerome Corinthos again. The only reason Sonny agreed to joint custody was because he needed to avoid stress because of his heart thing. But now Sonny has had his heart surgery. He's recovering. So after this Ava blackmail stunt, Sonny may backtrack and come after Ava. Either way, her life is set to explode. Now on to the third female on General Hospital, whose life is going to blow up very soon. That is poor Molly. And unlike some of the other ladies on our list, what's going to happen to her is through no fault of her own. First, Christina was going to snatch back the surrogate baby from Molly that she agreed would be hers and TJ Ashford. Then Christina lost the baby, and from there, Molly and TJ broke up. It's just been one bad thing after another for her. And it's going to get even worse because Molly is about to find out Christina once again lashed out without considering consequences and almost killed Molly's father, Rick. Then, of course, Christina has been lying to her face and acting sympathetic, sitting by her side at General Hospital while Rick is in life-saving surgery. And it's all Christina's fault. Molly is going to be furious that once again, Alexis covered for Christina and enabled her terrible behavior. And Rick blackmailing Alexis is also going to hit Molly really hard. She'll have no parents that she can trust or admire, and a sister that keeps ruining her life. Poor Molly. Alright, number 4 on the list, another lady whose life is about to blow up is Portia Robinson. For a while, Brad Cooper was blackmailing Portia over the Heather test tampering. But at least Portia told Curtis Ashford what she did, but she left out the blackmail stuff. And of course, now Drew Kane Quartermain has that same info thanks to Brad. And he's blackmailing Portia. She is hiding that from Curtis too. Plus, Drew knows about the ketamine. Portia doesn't know he knows. But that's another bombshell. Another scheme that Curtis is going to be furious about. Her hubby knows something is up. But Portia, let's face it, she's a big old liar who never tells the truth until she's cornered. And usually by then it's too late. And Curtis may not forgive these recent lies. So Portia may lose Curtis, her job, her medical license, and her freedom because she might go to prison. Alright, number 5 on our list. Portia's mess of a life ties into Nina Reeves because they were working together to destroy Drew. It's clear that Portia may go down soon, and Nana may be dragged down with her. Brad dropped that dime on Portia, and he blamed her for the ketamine. So now Drew is putting all the pieces together because he knows that the prostitute Jacinda was on Nina's radar. Sleazy Ezra Boyle let him know that. It shouldn't take long for Drew to realize Portia and Nina were working together. So yeah, Nina may lose Willow Tate, and she could face arrest for the ketamine caper, and that would definitely blow up her life, especially if the whole thing with Nina sleeping with Drew comes out as well. Alright, number 6 from Nina, we go directly to the next lady whose life may implode. That's Willow. She is to blame for a lot of what has happened in her life lately because she slept with Drew. But Carly, Corinthos, Spencer, and Nina have plotted and conspired to make her life worse and tried to destroy her and Drew. And when Willow finds out Nina was part of the plan to drug Drew with ketamine and set him up with a hooker, she's going to be horrified. And at that point, Drew may go for broke and tell Willow that Nina had been shagging him for months to try and keep him away from her so that he can make himself look better. Willow's going to be crushed, and with Carly pushing to take custody of her kids, using the Drew incident against her, that's going to hurt Willow too. It also looks like recast Michael Corinthos is back soon, and Willow's life may blow apart if he makes that move for sole custody. Number 7. Speaking of kids and custody and drama, Loy's life is hanging by a thread, and her lies are about to come out in an explosive manner. Lying to Brooklyn Quartermain and keeping her son Gio Palmieri right under her nose all these years is going to look so bad. Loy's lied to Brooklyn, to Gio, and pretty much to everybody except her mother, Gloria Cerullo. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.